Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Dalal Street Week Ahead program sponsored by Delta.exchange and taxbuddy.com. First, let us look at the global cues. And US markets were too volatile last week also, but on Friday, for the first time, it has consolidated. The Dow was slightly higher, Dow was slightly down, Nasdaq and S&P 500 was slightly higher. But with this week, the Dow is down 11 out of last 12 months. That means in the last 3 months, 11 out of 12 weeks. Out of last 3 months, there's only 1 week it closed in green. The rest all 11 weeks closed in red. S&P 500 is 23% down from the recent high, and the Dow is almost 20%. So, what next? So, I can tell you that is a very big topic. Maybe I'll come out with a separate video, but from 1 month from here, either you can see Nifty at 14,200 or you can see 16,500, and one of the things will happen in another 1 month time. Why that is so and all that we will discuss later in another video, but right now at least for another 1 to 2 weeks the markets are likely to consolidate with a huge volatility. Of course, this huge volatility is going to continue. The US VIX is still very much higher, and yesterday it has fallen nearly 5%. I mean, in fact, more than 5% VIX fell, but after falling more than 5% also, and still the US VIX is up above 31. And you always know my stand, above 30 is always considered as a dangerous. But many times it came down below 25 and again shoot up beyond 30. Indian VIX is not really that bad, but despite that, because of FII selling, there is a huge volatility here. So, our market is also likely to trade, likely to consolidate with a huge volatility, but due to our extra burden of FII selling, we might trade with a huge volatility with ultimately at the with a negative sentiment. And today over the weekend, there are some big stories. Number one, on Friday night, crude oil fell, and it fell like anything. It continuously fell. In 10 hours, it has fallen $10 from $122 to $112 in a matter of 10 hours. But however, there are two schools of thoughts. One, crude price is coming down, so therefore the inflation may come down a little bit. So that is positive way of thinking. But markets mostly at this point of time will not think anything positively, will think negatively, and now they may say because of huge inflation, because of a destruction in asset prices, because economies are very bad and people have no money to buy petrol, so therefore the demand is going down, and that's why the prices is coming down. So there are always two sides of a coin. So what is true, but whatever it is the case, it is good for India if the crude prices comes down, and $112 is still very high, and India can be comfortable with only about $60 to $80 per barrel, but that's a very long way to go. So this is happened on Friday night, but what Saturday was the bigger shocker, and all the cryptocurrencies have fallen like anything. On Friday, I remember seeing Bitcoin around $21,000, and Saturday I saw it came into $17,600. $21,000 to $17,600. That's almost $3,500, almost 20% in just one day. And remember, it was $69,000 few months before. So, a destruction in one asset class, the collateral damage will be felt in other asset classes. So, if the collateral damage is felt in across all the asset classes, so that is when we can say markets are likely to bottom out. So far, destruction has happened in stock market. Destruction has already, I think, extreme in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And now the destruction start happening in commodity markets like crude oil, gold. And you know, with so much of commotion, have you noticed that the gold prices has never shot up? Usually, historically, the gold prices used to shoot up. So I think by looking at the destruction in all the asset classes, the capitulation period, it may be coming to an end. So, we can say the bottom is somewhere near, but again, and this may go wrong with just one data, that is a consumer price inflation data in US next month. If suppose that comes 8.7% or 8.8%, and everything will be thrown out of toil. So, let us not try to speculate anything. So, for the time being, we should be happy if as long as the Nifty is not breaking 15,000. And I think Friday low is 15,183. From there to 15,000 is just a matter of 1% or 1.2%. So, but somehow I feel that 15,000 is the round figure, psychological figure. The market should take support. And on the higher side, there will be a stiff resistance around 15,700. And why 15,700? And I always say on the way down, 15,700 was a very, very good support. And 15,671 was the low on March 8th. Then after that, one day it fell to 15,659, then recovered and then went higher, then crashing down and broke all the support, and then market slided to 15,200. So 15,650 to 15,700 was the support last time, and once that is broken very decisively, that becomes the resistance now. So 15,000 to 15,700, 650 to 700 should be the range markets should trade in the coming week, and but of course with a huge volatility. And who thought FIIs will sell 1 billion US dollar? I don't know, every time they sell big figure, in the evening somebody tweet this is because of MSCI rebalancing. I really don't know how many times MSCI will do the rebalancing, how many times these FIIs will be selling in huge quantities. So, we still have 2 more complete weeks, and FIIs have already sold about, I think, 32,000 crores. And the highest figure in this year is 45,000, 46,000 crore. So, the way things are going, they are well into making another history this month. So, although I am saying that 15,000 to 15,700, and what will happen if either of this level is breached? And as I told you earlier, it's going to be either 14,200 on the downside or 16,500 on the higher side. And why? I'll do it video next week, because I don't see there is any urgency for that discussion now. As far as US market is concerned, we have to keep watching Dow Jones 30,000. So it is decisively trading below 30,000. So the more it trades below 30,000, it's really not good. Monday is a US market holiday, so therefore there won't be much global cues. And so during Tuesday or Wednesday, let us hope that Dow crosses 30,000. So with all the major events are over, And coming week, there is no much news. Fed chairman will be testifying in the Congress on Wednesday and Thursday, but he's not going to speak anything new. He's going to say fight to control the inflation is unconditional. So that is the only thing he's going to speak. Now everything will depend upon next month inflation data. So until then, it's going to be seesaw, upside, whipsaw, go up, come down, and also we don't know how much FIIs are planning to sell during the next 1 week. So let us see what happens this week, and let us hope Bitcoin or any all other cryptos do not correct much from here. And yesterday, because the Bitcoin fell so much, all the cryptos have fallen 10%. So like Dow future came down by around 200 points. But again, this is a weekend trading. There will be no liquidity. So we have to see tomorrow morning what is the status of these cryptos. And I'm sure like they're falling so much, 15%, 20%, 30%, will have a collateral damage in stock market. So coming to stock specific, since Nasdaq ended in green on Friday, we can hope some stability in IT stocks. And Infosys not doing very badly, but TCS has been doing very, very badly. From 4,000 it came to 3,400, and I bought some shares. Now from 3,400, now it has come to 3,100. And of course, I keep selling call options aggressively to compensate some of the losses. And Reliance will also be in focus. Even when the crude price is going higher, Reliance did not do well. Now the crude price is going down. So all the energy related stocks have shot up so much in the last 1 or 2 weeks. So they may be coming under some kind of a profit booking. And most importantly, we will have to watch what happens to Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty looks slightly resilient compared to the Nifty. If you can remember, last time, I think March 8th, when the Nifty came down to 15,700, and Bank Nifty actually came to 32,200, 250 like that. But this time, Nifty is much lower than 15,700. It has fallen 500 points, more than that. But Bank Nifty, surprisingly, it did not break that March 8th low. So Bank Nifty is looking stronger, and let us see whether the Bank Nifty supports the markets. So rest of the things we will discuss tomorrow morning. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.